everyone. This is Maureen Alliner. Who do we have on?
Nancy?
Hello, Nancy. How are you?
Hi. Oh, I've been better, thank you.
Oh, well, you might feel better when you hear some of the testimonies tonight.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for.
Who else is on? Margie. Hi, Margie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I love your pictures.
Oh, thanks.
Who else wants to say hello? Hi, my name's Maria. Hi, Maria. How are you? Welcome to the call. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Good. Jeannie, are you on, or Maureen?
I had a hard time getting on. I just want you to know.
Did you?
Yeah, a really hard time. I called 3 times. This is my 3rd attempt.
Oh,
I
my
got
goodness.
through.
Good, I'm so glad. There might be some weather conditions going on.
I don't know, but I'm glad I got through because I really wanted.
Oh, good.
I mean, I take the VitaD Uplift like I'm eating candy, but, you know, I do that. I'm a little mess, so I'm just hoping somebody will tell me something that I'm not doing. So I know I'm doing it all.
Well, you're here tonight, and everyone is going to share some things that could help each other.
I hope so.
Good.
I mean, I love VitaD. Whether it works or not, I'm hoping it does, but I eat it right from the package. It's great.
Oh, yes. A lot of us do that. In fact, someone is going to be talking about VitaD tonight, so you came on at the right time.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Good. Maureen, are you on? Jeannie? I guess some people still are having some challenges getting on.
I don't know why I had a hard time. I mean, it asked me to type the code and then my name, and then there was nothing. You know.
Hi, Maureen is on. Oh, good.
Hi, Maureen. Did we wake you?
No. Sarah York. Okay, I'm going on mute. Okay, then. Who else? Jean, I just want to make sure Jeannie's there too. Okay, well, hopefully she'll be getting on soon too. So I'm going to just start the call. This is Maureen Alliner, and my husband Richard and I will be hosting the call tonight. This is Dr. Dees' weekly Sunrider product call. And we also have a few other people who are going to be sharing some wonderful experiences. So Richard and I have actually been consuming and sharing Sunrider products for about 30 years. And I am a licensed wellness coach with a background in sales and education. And Richard has a background in business, sales, and education also. We are so excited to share our experiences and knowledge with you, but also remember this is an interactive call. Experiences to share, you can jump on. And those who just want to listen, just feel free to listen in. We just want to remind everyone, please, to mute your phone or press *6 when you're not speaking to help eliminate any background noise. And then you can just unmute or press *6 again when you like to speak.
How do you mute?
So if you press on your phone, you click *6.
Okay. Done good. I think.
Try it again because I can still hear you. Okay. You can also press your mute button. Yes. Not everyone has a mute button for some reason, but yes, that's an easier way to go. anyway, we will begin. We are excited to be here tonight to fill in for Dr. Dees and sharing these amazing Sunrider products. And with tonight, especially going to be talking about our favorite products that help us to feel renewed and uplifted. Because as we know, we all have up days and down days, and there's a lot of things in the world that can trigger us. I mean, even holidays can be a joyful time or can trigger us into other emotions. So we want to be able to share what we all like to use and call our health toolbox to help us feel a little bit more uplifted and renewed. And we're so lucky that we have these products to do that. You know, there really is an ebb and a flow to wellness. So the goal isn't about being perfect one day, as I always say. It's really about being the best we can every day. And that is truly why Richard and I eat our Sunrider products every single day, to help to renew, rebuild, and regenerate our body. And we really trust and love what Sunrider as a company offers all of us, and for so many reasons. And I'm just going to share, as I know Dr. Dees likes to do as well, to share from the catalog. And I am actually going to share information from the 2020 catalog. And on pages 3 and 4, it talks about the Sunrider Difference. And this is what Sunrider has to say. We understand that our customers want products that are not only safe for them and the environment, but also products that really work. The Sunrider Difference ensures the highest standard of safety, quality, and effectiveness that you deserve, from the unique philosophy behind our products to our proprietary manufacturing process. So of course, we know we have amazing owner expertise. The founders are top-notch scientists and trusted experts. We have Dr. Tei-Fu Chen, who is a world-renowned herbalist with a degree in pharmacy, and Dr. Oilin Chen is a medical doctor, and together with their sons, Dr. Ruben Chen, also a medical doctor, and Eric Chen, an organic chemist, they oversee the research, development, and manufacturing of every Sunrider product. A Sunrider really is it's a variety of whole foods. And in order for us to be able to get really the benefits of total nourishment, there has to be a variety, but there also is concentration. And also, the experts have to know what they are doing. So it says your optimal health requires a vital variety of foods. And just remember that word vital means live. These are live, whole foods and nutrients. And we can find all of them in Sunrider products. What really attracted me when I was first introduced to Sunrider was the philosophy of regeneration. And what that means is when your body runs in balance, a healthy mind and spirit follow. That's why Sunrider products holistically nourish and cleanse your body's 5 systems with a precise combination of nutrients that promotes optimal health. That's what they call the philosophy of regeneration. So remember, it's a precise combination. It's not like somebody can just say, well, I heard this is good for me and I heard this is good for me, and then they're just going to buy them all separately and put it together. If you really want your body to work at optimal health, then we know we can trust the expertise of Defense. Also, we appreciate that everything is self-manufacturing, and with these products, they maximize the body's absorption of the concentrated nutrients from whole foods by preserving the integrity of their goodness with their proprietary extraction and concentration process. They oversee this technology and advance in NSF certified manufacturing facilities. And I know anyone on this line who's been to the manufacturing, we are always in awe and so grateful, because we know we are, the foods we're putting in our mouths really are made in a very safe environment. Now, there's a few words here that I love too that Sunrider shares. One is wisdom, one is innovation, and one is harmony. So the wisdom is that scientific discovery drives their success and sustainability. And of course, development experts are committed to creating safe, pure, and effective products that promote our optimal health and well-being. The innovation comes because they have the most advanced pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing machinery, specially customized to meet their exacting standards of product concentration, effectiveness, and safety. And I love the word harmony because that just feels so good in my whole body and my mind. Don't you feel good when you say, well, this is in harmony with us? And so Sunrider products are highly concentrated and meticulously formulated to fill your body's nutritional gaps with holistic goodness, never GMOs, pesticides, or chemicals. And really what Sunrider does, they help us because they take the ingredients and they take it from the land and then they pass it on to our hands. So superior ingredients yield superior products. That's the Sunrider promise. So there's absolutely the best herbs. They have the most rigorous testing. In fact, before they receive a single bulk shipment of herbs, they run extensive micro and identity testing to verify the quality of purity. Equally, rigorous testing is performed at every stage in manufacturing too. I know that makes me feel really comfortable and really safe that I know everything that I'm going to be putting in my body, for my family, my friends, and who I share it with, we are all going to be safe with these products. So another thing that I love what Sunrider says is that they are focused on families. This is a family-owned business. Their company started with their own family and has expanded to embrace a worldwide network of entrepreneurs and customers just like all of us. We're all connected, and they take great pride in taking care of us and our families with innovation, industry-leading products for now and for generations to come. And I know that there are many generations on the phone, I'm sure, tonight. And if you've been with Sunrider long enough, you probably have second or third generations that also have joined in the company with all of us. So that's what I wanted to at least just share with you about Sunrider, why we're excited. And you can find all that information in Sunrider's 2020 catalog on pages 3, 4, 7, and 8. If you read it, you will be excited. So tonight, as I mentioned, we are going to be talking about some Sunrider products that uplift us. And you may be surprised by some of the products that some of these presenters tonight, these amazing Sunriders, will be sharing. It might not be something you would have thought of. And as we go along and we move further into the call, I would love for anyone else to jump in and tell us your favorite product that really uplifts you and makes you feel renewed again. And since this is still spring, we are actually in that renewal time. So the first person that I would love to invite is my husband, Richard, and he is going to be talking about a few of the products that help to uplift him.
Hello, folks. Before I start, I want to say welcome to everybody. And again, if you have not muted, that would be very helpful. If you did, either hit the mute button or *6. If you have any questions or comments, just unmute, and we'll be happy to hear from you. So one of the things I'm going to talk about today is something I pretty much talk about all the time, and that's Fortune to Light. And Fortune to Light helps to hydrate the body even better than water. And when your body is hydrated, things change. Because when you are dehydrated, things change in a negative way. So I'm constantly drinking Fortune to Light. And one of the benefits that I get out of it is, as we're talking about tonight, is a better mood. And people say, well, what does hydration have to do with having a better mood? Well, if you've ever noticed some of the signs of dehydration are confusion and irritability. And then at the bottom of the list, it says coma, seizures, or shock. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know about how any of you was in a coma, that would lower my mood. So I prefer not to get dehydrated and have to recover when I can prevent dehydration by drinking Fortune Delight throughout the day. And it's not just designed for athletes, it's designed for active people. And when we say active, if you're getting out of bed in the morning, you're active. You may be working, you may be working out, you may be exercising, you may be taking kids around the house. Your just active job itself. The actions of going through your day will tend to dehydrate. Now, what I like to do is mix a couple of other ingredients to make what we refer to as the Sunrider Difference. And the two main ingredients that I add to my Fortune Delight are Evergreen and Electrosphere. Now, there are electrolytes in Fortune Delight, but by adding the Electrosphere, you get all of the electrolytes. They are complete electrolytes. And like every single product in the Sunrider line, there are no additives. There's no added sugar. There's no added caffeine. There's no GMOs. There's no artificial flavors or colorings or anything else. And everything is concentrated. 7 to 10 pounds of raw materials to 1 pound of finished product. And we refer to Fortune Delight as a super beverage for that specific reason, that it's providing you more nutrition, antioxidants, hydration, to uplift your mood and make you feel good throughout the day. By adding the Electrosphere, you've just made this even better. Now, the Evergreen is the next product, and that basically is liquid chlorophyll. And as we know, chlorophyll is the lifeblood of plants. Okay? So what we like to do is mix the three together. I'm getting a lot of background noise, so can you all check your phones? And if you're not muted, please do that. Thank you. Okay. One of the main ingredients in the Evergreen is what they call copper chlorophyll. Okay. And the copper chlorophyll is a stabilized form of chlorophyll that supports the circulatory system and helps cleanse the different organs throughout the body. The beauty of this is when the body is working at maximum capacity, you just feel better. I know I do. We recently started doing more things in our little flower beds around the front of the house. And I've been out there planting and digging and putting things in the ground for the past 3 days. And it's been hot and humid out Florida. I still hear something in the background, if you can check please. And what I have found that working like that and being down on your hands and knees and squatting and digging and doing all that work is actually more tiring to me when I'm out playing tennis. So I drank, thanks to Maureen, she made me sport drink and she kept bringing it out to me. So I made sure that I was hydrated, I was focused. And if you ever want to feel good, start planting a bunch of flowers and plants and so forth, and step back and look at what you've accomplished. And I have to tell you, that really made me feel good. So, Fortune Delight, Evergreen, Electrosphere, and we put in some Sunny Dew to enhance the flavor. And that's what I love about these products that Sunrider has given us. Questions, comments, testimony, anybody? Just unmute and jump on in. Go ahead.
I just wanted to remind anyone who's not speaking, I think we're still getting a lot of background noise. So please you can press on your phone the mute button or *6. There might be some people who are driving, I'm not sure. But if you could do that, that would be wonderful. So did anyone have any questions for Richard? You know, the one thing I would like to add about dehydration, as we had mentioned, dehydration can cause the mood to change because you're not getting that the water, enough of that liquid, and that can trigger, actually, it doesn't necessarily, dehydration doesn't cause anxiety, but it can actually trigger anxiety attacks, and it can exacerbate symptoms from existing anxiety disorders. In fact, research shows that poor hydration is associated with an increased risk of anxiety, depression, tension, and mood disturbances. So that is one of our first go-to drinks so that we can help prevent and be able to uplift our mood. So I think those products are fantastic, and we definitely drink them every single day. Anyone else have anything they want to share about those particular products? Okay, so then we are going to move on to Maureen, and she has also some fantastic products to share.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Marlene. I am still getting a lot of background noise. With everybody, please check your phone and make sure that you are muted or *6 for mute. There's a lot of feedback. We're not sure where it's coming from. And it does disturb the auditory for people and make it hard for people to hear. Would everybody check their phone and do *6 or hit your mute button? We're still getting feedback. And whoever has music in their room, if you're in a room and you're listening to music while you're on this phone call, then you must go into a different room or do something else, because we're all hearing music. So who's ever listening to music while you're on this call, please go to another room or mute your phone, please. Thanks, Margie.
I think the person forgot their phone, so it sounds like they're just not even in the same room. Yeah. So we'll just move on.
Hi, everyone. It's Jeannie, and I hear the same thing, and it sounds like we're in water. I've muted myself and unmuted now. I'm going back to mute.
Okay, moving on.
All right, I'm just going to soldier on. Can everybody hear me over that?
Yes, and you can go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right.
I can hear you okay, but I do hear the background.
Okay,
I was
thank
wondering,
you.
could I ask a question?
Certainly.
Okay, is Karen Dees doing an event for a couple of days? I thought I saw something come up where she's having an event.
An event. Oh, no, this is actually her call that she does. She's just not on tonight.
Okay, so I just wondered if she's doing a special event for everyone to be a part of.
Right, that's what this call is. She does every Tuesday, but we're doing that now. So maybe if everyone now can just continue, try to mute their phones, and then we'll let Maureen talk about her product. Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you. *6.
Okay, my favorite product for foundation foods are Uplift and VitaD. And I'm going to tell you why. This Uplift Sunrider goes beyond anything. It's such a powerhouse. That powder that's in that package fills those nutritional gaps with micronutrients. It is a fantastic product. This is the foundation along with the VitaD. naturally plain mixed berry, chia banana, apple, cinnamon, and simply herbs, and original in case you don't want soybean. However, the soy protein that is in our new plus is derived from the whole soy, not an isolate. And the soy protein used with all those 9 amino acids, you make it freeze in the isoflavone. The lotus root, which I think is fantastic, is an excellent source of fiber. It nourishes with the vitamins and minerals and the phytonutrients while it's slowing the digestion. So you feel fuller longer. I love that about it. I use it as a snack. I use it in the morning. Before I walk, I usually make my fortune delight, and I literally take New Plus out of the packet and I put it in my mouth and drink my fortune delight. And before that, I do my VitaD. So it's a good start before I go for my walk in the morning. And it's wonderful because you can put it in a smoothie, sprinkle it over cereal, oatmeal. You can eat it right out of the packet like I do. Lots of times it's great. The kids like to dip their apples in it, and a combination of New Plus and VitaD with the apples is wonderful. So the Chinese yam is, it says here, I'm reading the ingredient highlights, Chinese yam energizes and addresses your body's organs. And you have in Chinese yam zinc and manganese and copper, and it's related to the stomach, the spleen, the lungs, and the kidneys. And it really helps for those who have a poor appetite, of chronic diarrhea, asthma, dry cough, frequent urination, and diabetes. It's supportive of all of that. It has wonderful, wonderful nutrition. Remember, what Sunrider is about is the regeneration, and that comes about when the body is in balance. And we bring it to balance with these foods. And the New Plus is that foundational food that the body knows what to do with. And I just want to go down here and talk about the fact that New Plus is, for me, that combination that works so well, and having it first thing in the morning with the VitaD, it really gives me all those nutrients. And then the VitaD, that's an incredible food. And I usually do that in the morning. I open up the packet and I eat it right out of the packet because it's so delicious. And it's so fast acting, and I have it at night. And it's a probiotic. And it's a prebiotic in the New Plus. So you're getting both. The prebiotic really helps with the skincare as well. So we're looking at all the nutritional care for self-care, coming through what we've been through with COVID and still going through everything. I think the VitaD is the first thing in the morning. I noticed that when I was at my dentist today, they were offering capsules that were going to whiten the teeth and also work with the streptococci in the oral cavity. And I thought to myself, I have to look at these ingredients. And I thought, and I had a discussion with my hygienist, and I said, it all starts in the gut. And here we are with VitaD. And we have a proprietary blend of a probiotic that's formulated with protective apopectin coating. And that insulates from the harsh stomach acids to ensure that fast acting, and that the nutrients are absorbed. So you in each serving, you're getting about 20 million live cultured bacteria, the Lactobacillus acidophilus, to protect your body against harmful bacteria. Beyond that, it even displaces non-beneficial microorganisms
microorganisms that are the cause of bloating and discomfort, which I'm hearing lately from so many people. So start with your VitaD. Tastes delicious. And the apple pectin coating, that's really what's helping it reach the small intestine. It's insulated. So the probiotic is insulated from the harsh stomach acid and goes right to the intestine delivered. I love that it supports the intestinal comfort and the function, that it's balanced, and it really helps our immune system as well. And I think if we understand the benefits and how we become depleted from beneficial bacteria, you know, the colonies of the beneficial live in our body, but things like illness or gastrointestinal disorders, autoimmune diseases, chronic alcoholism, antibiotics, laxatives, poor diet, all of these can be critical to wreaking havoc in our digestive system and causing that abdominal discomfort or bloating or constipation. So when we open that little packet and we eat that every day, that helps rebuild the gut flora and restore the digestive balance. So we talk about Sunrider constantly with balance, nourish and balance. And with these two products, VitaD and the New Plus, I think it's a perfect start to the day. So enjoy, everybody.
Oh, I love that. I love that, Maureen. And also, those probiotics in the GI tract also helps to improve the central nervous system. So again, it can help with our mood. There have been studies how it can help with depression. So if we're thinking of things that help to lift us, that is a fantastic product because it lifts you because it tastes so good, first of all. Easy to use, and it can help with mood and anxiety. So another fantastic product to help with lifting us up as well as renewing us. So does anyone have any questions for Maureen? Okay, so again, we've talked so far about products to hydrate. We've also talked about the New Plus, the VitaD, all of these things also helping to lift us physically and emotionally and mentally. So now I would like to invite Jeannie, because she's going to be talking about two fantastic products that she loves. So Jeannie, if you're there, you can take yourself off of mute.
Thank you, Maureen. And Maureen, that was outstanding. It was phenomenal. The two products that I'm going to talk about tonight is LifeStream and Spirulina. And LifeStream is a fantastic product because it helps the cardiovascular and circulatory system within your body. And it has Cassiatora, which is rich in antioxidants, and it cleanses and supports the proper blood flow in your body, which is important. Everybody needs that. We need to have all our vital organs clear, you know. And for me, what LifeStream has done, I had issues with my eyes where they were hurting me. And as soon as I took the LifeStream, it stopped hurting. So that was a fabulous product. It is a fabulous product for me. And we all need to have the proper blood flow in our body. Your carotid arteries, you want them clear. You don't want surgery. And so I highly recommend that. The next product that I like and use is Spirulina. And this product, I've seen a difference in myself. It is a complete protein
which contains omega-3 fatty acids, which are also important for your brain. And it is a plant-based capsule, comes in capsule form, and it is a blue-green algae that comes close to a superfood. And what it has done for me was not only make my hair thicker, because my hair looked like it was thinning out, but also my nails have gotten longer and stronger, so they don't break as frequently as they used to. So those are the products that I enjoy. I enjoy all of the products that Richard has talked about, and Maureen. I eat all of those too. It's just, you can't beat what Sunrider has provided for us. The Doctors Chen and both of them, Peifu Chen and Oilen Chen, are just super people. And you go out into the market and you look at all products, and they don't compare to ours. And I would go with our product anytime. And that's the shit right now.
I love it. And what I wanted to just mention too, I mean, those are fantastic products, Jeannie, and I can see how taking a product like Spirulina too, that helps your hair to grow and your nails to grow, can really uplift you, because when you're seeing your hair thin and you're not sure what to do about it, that must have truly uplifted you. And the one thing I want to say, as you mentioned, because it is a protein, it's a very high form of protein in the Spirulina. And yes, we know that the foods that we eat impact us, and it actually impacts, as you mentioned, the structure and the function of our brain. So it plays a major role, the protein, in our emotional regulation and cognitive function. Foods that are rich in the protein that contain those amino acids, as Jeannie mentioned, it really helps to produce key neurotransmitters in preventing and treating depression and anxiety. The protein-packed meals and snacks help us to avoid that sugary processed foods, which can actually trigger anxiety and depression, which are things that do lower our moods if we are eating too much of that. So a diet rich in protein also, it helps to improve our energy levels and gives us strength to get moving so that we can feel better. So really important product there that I know some people might not have thought of that particular product to help for lifting mood and renewing our bodies at this time of year. Fantastic. Does anyone have any questions about anything Jeannie was talking about, or any comments?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I was wanting to know, what was the name of the product again that she had mentioned? I just got on, and I do apologize.
That's okay.
Spirulina. Say that for me. Spirulina. S as in Sam. P for Peter. I for India. R for River. U for Umbrella. L for London. I for India. N for Nancy. A for Apple. Spirulina. And this is a protein shake. It's not a shake, it's a capsule. It comes in, it's a capsule. And you take 3 of these. Actually, you take 2 to 3 capsules at mealtime. At mealtime, okay. So much. Yeah. I'm like, oh, perfect. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. It helped. It did help me, as Maureen was saying, that it is uplifting, because when your hair starts to thin, you begin to feel like, oh my God, it's awful, and you feel like you're really aging. But when your hair comes back and it's thicker, you feel so much better about yourself. And that's what I love about Spirulina. It really did lift me. I agree. That's why I think that was the ear opener for me. I'm looking like, wow, I've been looking for products and things, and I do take Sunrider products, but I've never heard of this one. So thank you.
And one of the things, can I say something about the Spirulina? I am Kathleen from Canada, and what I've come to know about Spirulina and Chlorella, these blue-green algae, is that they can be very contaminated with heavy metals. And so you want to be very careful where you source them from. And I know that Dr. Chen, he grows his own, so it is clean. It is not going to be contaminated. And I was severely poisoned from mercury from my silver amalgam fillings. And so I'm always looking at heavy metal contamination and have peace of mind with getting Sunrider's Spirulina. You know that it is clean because it's very difficult to find even the organic stuff labeled organic from, you know, Hawaiian Spirulina. You have many people advertising, you know, Spirulina on the market, but they are not all clean. You want to be very careful getting a clean source.
Well, what I would like to add to that is that you can feel safe taking any product from Dr. Chen, and because you know he's going to research it and make sure it does not come out on the market until he is 100% sure that it is safe.
Agreed. And I think that's why we all do feel so good about not only putting it in our own bodies, but being able to share it with others. But I love, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name who was sharing about that spirulina, but I think that's an important message for anyone who may be looking for that kind of a product, to know that if they do get that through Sunrider, that they can feel safe using that. So I appreciate that so much. And that, by the way, that product, for who was asking about it, if you buy the products online, you can find that under the individual herbs, that section. Okay. Yes. Thank you. And yes, you're welcome. And they actually call this is like a superfood. Spirulina is a superfood. And we are all just loving that kind of a product that we can take in a capsule form. You know, Sunrider does have protein products as well, protein powder, but this is such a fantastic way to get that protein in. And I've been seeing the same results that Julie was talking about too, with the hair and the nails. So yes, you definitely feel uplifted when you see some things changing, renewing in your body and rebuilding. So for sure, those are fantastic. I just wanted to share, and was there any other questions for Jeannie before I go on? Okay,
Hi,
thank you.
Maureen, and I wanted to know, did somebody say something about brain function?
I'm sorry, brain function, is that what you said? Yes. So, you know, when we were talking about that protein does help with brain function. And because spirulina is a high form of protein, that it does help produce those neurotransmitters. And that's, the protein in that is very, it's a very dense protein. So that's why that can help the neurotransmitters and therefore with brain function. And we do have additional other products also that can help with that whoever invited you to the call, maybe you're not sure where those might be, but we have other products to help with that as well.
Okay, my nephew had brain surgery actually a couple of years ago, and he still has some side effects where it's affecting his elimination as far as urination goes, and some motor skills, and definitely anxiety and panic attacks. So we were definitely, when you said that, you know, my ears went up, because
I believe this may be something that can affect them positively. Right. So was there someone that was about to say something on that? I was going to see if someone else wants to say. Okay, so from a point of view, at least with the anxiety, this definitely could be a product that could help. But we do have some other additional products, and I'm going to talk about one other product in just a minute. We have several that can help with anxiety. As far as the other functions, you know, that's more of a medical thing that I'm not going to address here. Just reminding everyone, you know, that these are food, and so they are all meant to nourish our bodies and cleanse our bodies. And because the body is actually the miracle here, what Sunrider does is it gives us the dense nutrition to feed all of our systems and organs so that they can actually function more efficiently. So none of the Sunrider products are designed to come in and fix or cure something, but it helps when you think about what systems might be out of balance. That might be a system that you want to use. So keeping that in mind, that's how Sunrider works. All of these foods help to nourish, balance, and cleanse all of our systems and organs, and truthfully in an amazing way so that the body does have that ability to renew, rebuild, and to regenerate. So something specific like that, you can take a look at some of these products and then maybe talk with the person who invited you to the call. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. So welcome. So I do have two other products that I'd like to share. One is called Joy, and it's really part of the product line that we all know as the Jet Set. So we have the Joy, the Ease, and the Pop. Also, all of those helping to feed the central nervous system, which also gives you a lift. And I just want to mention the Joy for today. I want to tell you what Sunrider says on the fact sheet. Joy helps to live life in balance, making the mind-body connection with joy. Our unique herbal formula elevates your mood to ease tension and fatigue while enhancing your energy and well-being. You'll feel better and perform at your best. Siberian ginseng, which is one of the ingredients in Joy, promotes mental clarity and sustained energy, while the Don Quai, another ingredient, supports healthy circulation, and white willow bark helps to alleviate pain. So this particular formula, which is all natural, helps to support overall well-being, promotes positive mood and emotional balance. It helps reduce tension and fatigue, and of course, no added stimulants, artificial ingredients, and it's non-habit forming. And so the fact that we have something like this that can help lift our mood, and at the same time, because it has that white willow bark, helps to alleviate headache, muscle, and joint pain. Think about how you would feel if you had pain and you had something that could help to alleviate that in a natural way. Would you not also feel like your mood is lifting because you are also being able to relieve of some pain? And I actually, I wanted to read you just a couple of notes from a text I got from a young man who just started with the Joy last month. And he was saying that he loved this product. And I just posed the question to him, in what way is it helping you? And he texted back, mentally, physically, better mood, better energy, and definitely lifts my spirit. So that is from someone who started to use the Joy about a month ago, a young man, and he is really excited about that product, and that's why I wanted to share that one with you. And one other one that I just wanted to share is SunBreeze. I love SunBreeze because that essential oil, it just refreshes you. It soothes, it relaxes, but also it really seems to give me a lift. I don't know if that does for other people. So it can help support circulation, and it can really soothe any pain. But just inhaling that aromatherapy and it's something that's easy to carry around with you anywhere. And I know everyone on this call probably has a million uses for that product, but it is one of those things that really, in case anyone forgets that, it does give you a little lift of mood also. Or if you're feeling tired and you just put a drop between your palms, you rub it together, and you slowly inhale that, it is amazing. So that was just another product I wanted to add to this list of things that help to renew and to uplift. And just want to see if anyone has any other product that they want to share as we start to close for the night.
I have one that wasn't mentioned that is also
sure.
and that is the Sun Trim, and it's now Sun Trim Plus, but originally it was just Sun Trim, and Dr. Chin explained that it helps with serotonin because oftentimes we overeat and choose carbohydrates. And so that's another thing to remember. So I'm just suggesting VitaD to control the blood sugar, block the simple sugar, and possibly the Sun Trim Plus if you have trouble with the uptake of serotonin. So the side benefit is you eat less, feel better, and maybe lose a few pounds, but it's also brain food. So just wanted to mention that.
Oh, I love it. You know, thank you so much for that, because we were actually talking about those products last week on this call. So if you get a chance to listen to it, I know they're recorded, but I love the way that you added in how not just about weight loss, but about the serotonin, and that is fantastic information. So thank you for reminding us all about that. Appreciate that. Yes. So anyone else have anything else that they want to share that really uplifts them or helps them to feel renewed?
Yes, I definitely do. This is Darren Meyer. I'm 52 years old now. For the first 50 years of my life, I have had pain in my knees. Gone to many specialists, tried every pain reliever on the market, spent thousands of dollars, and never found relief. My wife, April Cadwell, she grew up on this. Her parents were in it. She suggested SunBreeze oil. Within 15 minutes of trying it, I burst into tears because I had no pain.
Oh, wow. That's powerful. I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but that was so powerful. Did you have something else you wanted to say?
No, that's everything.
That's it. Oh, I just thank you so very much for sharing that. That is huge, really huge, from that one product, SunBreeze, to be able to alleviate pain that he has had for so long. That's to me, that's like quite a miracle. It sounds like you feel that way too. And if that isn't enough of a testimony for someone to go and get SunBreeze right now. It comes in oil or in balm. Which way do you use it? What way do you like it?
I use it the oil. I buy them constantly and sell them to people. Like some little samples, and they're like, I don't care what it costs. I want a bottle of this.
Yes, right? Is that not the truth? When you find something that really works and works so well, you can't help but sharing it. And I'm so glad that you said that, because truthfully, how I really wanted to end the call was that I feel so uplifted and grateful knowing that we have these the toolbox of products that really can help our bodies feel better, to renew it. And then we have, of course, household products that help our homes. And the thing that also really uplifts me is when I am able to share it with somebody else. And we know that when you help somebody else, it really lifts you. So what I am suggesting to everyone, as we've been doing for so many years, if something's really working for you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone else. You all heard this last testimony. He has been trying different things for years. Can you imagine if the person who shared that with him just didn't do that? And he was still looking for ways to alleviate that pain and to live a better life. So I'm so excited by what we have here. I'm grateful, and I really hope that everyone out there who is using the products and benefiting them, please share it with somebody else. You know that someone else will be as grateful as you are. So I just want to put that out there, encouraging everyone to do that. So that ends this call. And I just want to remind everyone, anyone that's part of the Rising Stars group, that call's coming on right after this. And this, I'm sorry, was somebody wanting to say something? Okay, I'm sorry. So right after this call, go over to the Rising Stars. It's a fantastic call with Bob and Donna, Sarah, and it is a fantastic support call, helping each other. You can go to Rising Stars Facebook page and get that information, the Zoom number, whether you want to click on the link there, or you can dial on your phone. I really encourage everyone to join that call as well. This is a fantastic supportive team that we have here. I really do appreciate everyone who has participated tonight. I know that you're helping other people as well. And have a fantastic rest of your evening. And we will see you later. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks, Maureen.
Thank you. Bye.